Welcome back, this is CerealSnax, and I am playing Subnautica, and today I wanted to show you guys some of the updates that have come out recently in the experimental build, all for preparation for the sea base power update, which basically is going to include all of the power machines that I've shown in previous episodes. So if you haven't seen that episode, I'd urge you to go back in my channel and check it out. I've got one of the items here, the bioreactor, and we'll show that in a second. They've added some new stuff to that reactor, and then I'll show you guys the other power items quickly. Probably at the end of this video. But I'm hanging out in the jelly shroom forest area because I don't spend a lot of time here. So I built a base down here, kind of wanted to hang out. And the other reason, it's twofold. They've actually added some loot in this area. So one thing you will see is that, I don't know if it's down in this one, it's very random. So some of these have it and some don't. Let's go up here. I think there was one. There's a new mineral called magnetite, and that magnetite is inside of these jelly shroom mushrooms. Of course, I'm already running out of air. Because this is such a deep area... Oop, nope. That one had magnetite. I think I've already gathered it. So is there another one? Let's just check this one over here. Ooh, there's a bunch. Yeah, so this magnetite is used in building one of the power generators. So they've updated the recipes. Ah, here we go. Here's a piece. Magnetite, perfect. So let's go back up over here, and one thing you might notice, I'm having some frame rate issues. You guys may not notice it in YouTube, and I don't know if it's because of some of the updates they've added or what.
30 seconds of oxygen remaining. Okay,
so we're back in here. Let's get our oxygen back. I don't think I have anything in my locker. I have a bunch of stuff. Here's some of the magnetite I've collected so far. I've got a few other things in here. I brought actually these tree mushroom pieces because now you can go to the bioreactor and you can actually put tree mushroom pieces into the bioreactor or creep vine pieces. That's a new thing, and what that does is then adds power. Now for some reason, oh, there it goes, 77, 78, 79, so power's going up. Perfect. So the other thing what we can do now that we have magnetite, and I'm going to build this here, although there's not a whole lot of point to it because it isn't a thermal area, and I don't even know that they've implemented the thermal, but this is basically the recipe. You need 2 magnetite and titanium, and you can make this thermal generator, if I can find a spot for it. There we go. And I'll probably deconstruct this later. I kind of like the way they look, though, honestly, so I may leave it there. We'll see. So that's that. The other thing that they've added, if you go into the crafting thing, this is really going to add a huge dynamic to Subnautica, and I'm pretty excited about it. If you go to, I think basic materials is the same. Yeah, they've got all the same materials in there, but in here you've got hydrochloric acid, which you use with deep white mushrooms, which I do not believe are in the game yet. Blood oil, which I believe comes out of these new blood plants that will be coming out soon. So if you guys are watching this video after they've come out, feel free to comment, but when I was looking, they don't have it yet. Amino acids, benzene. This you can put jelly plant and aluminum oxide crystal, and then polyalanine, and then graphene. Stronger than steel and efficient conductor. So these might be used in the power sources, but they might be used in other products as well. Like I said, this is all getting ready for the new sea base power update. There's the nano wires, nanoscale quantum devices, and sensors. So I'm really excited about all this power stuff. This is going to be really cool and it's going to add a whole other dynamic to the game that I'm really excited about. So that said, so there's our bioreactor and the jelly shroom, which now has loot. And they've actually, another thing that they've done here, let's get into Seamoth. I want to quickly show you guys. They've added these little purple plants around the jelly shrooms. They've also added these kind of plants hanging out over here, which is very neat. So few additions. There's some of these red plants up in here. This place was pretty barren the first time I visited, and now it's really starting to get fleshed out, so very exciting. So what I'm going to do is drive over to the Grand Reef because I want to show you guys some new stuff there, and then we'll finally look at the rest of the power machines that we have. There's also like this little red plant. Some of this stuff may become harvestable at some point in time. We will see. And of course my favorite eyes. So I will be right back. Okay, I am back, and I am at the Grand Reef, and I showed this before, but they've actually added a new plant. And the Grand Reef, if you're not familiar with it, it's actually sort of near the island. You can see the tiki hut up there, and then you can see my escape pod over there, and then that's my broken sea moth in the inactive lava zone. Basically, the escape pod is there. If you go out towards the island, this is pretty much straight down from the island, a little bit closer towards the escape pod. And essentially, it has these blue floating kind of ball things, but it has these new plants as well. And what they're doing is they're making these harvestable. Both this area and the last area are pretty deep, so obviously this is late tier type stuff for the game. This is a membrane tree, and everything I tried, whoa, not the eye. Cute little guy. Hey, how's it going? Let's let him go. See, eye. Oh, he loves the tree, look. Yeah, Bob the eye. He's bobbing around the tree. That's why we call him Bob. Anyway, so this is the membrane tree, and I'm guessing you'll be able to get items off of that. And then these, they don't have a name. I think they do have a name on the wiki, but they'll be harvestable as well. And like I said, tried everything, but I can't harvest them yet. So all in good time. They have added this, if you guys can see it. The heat blade is now bubbling and steaming in the water. That is a nice touch. I love that. So, okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually go to the inactive lava zone. It's quite a drive, so I will be right back, and I will show you some of the other changes to the power stuff. So I will be right back. Okay, so this is actually sort of minor now that I think about it, but the nuclear reactor actually, it takes uranium, which they're adding to the world, and it may actually be in the world. I haven't seen any yet. I'll have to look around for it, but it takes uranium, but it also takes disinfected water, which makes sense, right? To cool the whole system down. You know how nuclear reactor rods sit in like a pool of cooled water just to keep it from overheating. That is kind of what I think the idea is with that. So you have to add water to that one. So they've added that. Obviously the thermal plants, nothing quite yet. So that is pretty much it, I believe. I think we looked at all of these. So those are the main changes. So hope you guys enjoyed. I know this was a quick episode, but I wanted to get something out for you guys. I know it's been a little while since I did Subnautica, and even though I'm playing it pretty frequently, there's not a whole lot of additions yet. I'm really looking forward to these base additions because I think it's probably the biggest update the game's ever had. Obviously, when the original bases came out, that was pretty big, but now they're adding huge rooms, they're adding glass hallways, they're adding an observatory, they're adding bulkhead doors, I believe, that are going to be going in between each section of your base and that sort of thing. And then they're also going to be adding the moon pool potentially. I don't know if that's 100%, but there's definitely going to be a lot of base stuff. And the reason it's huge is because all the creativity that we've gotten up to with this base is going to be magnified tenfold when you can make big rooms and observatory. All that stuff is going to make these little hamster trail type bases into something to be it's going to be amazing, and I'm really looking forward to it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please click like and comment. Obviously liking the videos helps a lot. What you guys liked my last Subnautica video so much that it actually appeared on the front page of YouTube very briefly, bringing a lot more people like you to my channel to watch, which is very awesome. So that's what tapping the like button does. That's it for today, so thanks for joining me.